Hey everybody, welcome to Midnight Edge After Dark. It is Sunday, January 3rd, December 30th,
You're a month ahead
2018.
already.
Yeah, I'm in a time warp. Actually, I went through a wormhole, came out the other side. So I got a month's worth of lottery numbers to to play.
You thought the one thing that every other time travel never thought to do.
No, I'm pretty well. Actually, no, they actually did talk about that on Doctor Who one time. He gave the winning lottery number to Donna.
Yeah.
See, I didn't see it. Well, let's talk about something we did see.
Anyway, how's it going, everybody? I am Mr. Rob Robot Shlomo from Shabby Road Studios. And with me, as always, Mr. Tom Connors.
Rob is recovering. He's got a live broadcast hangover from the main channel earlier.
Yeah.
4.5 hours.
4.5 hours, yeah. Then I dozed off. Then I had to take a Jaloja myself, so that was good.
What a segue, because that's the name of the episode of Orville that we're going to be reviewing today.
Jaloja, yes, Jaloja. So I guess Seth MacFarlane has just introduced a new word for having the P now.
Yeah.
Hey, cover me. I have to go take a Jaloja. So. Oh man, I gotta take a Jaloja so bad. Think about it. Yeah. So anyway, it's okay. The Orville is finally back. Yes, I can relate to Bortus. Yes, but I have to pee more than once a year.
But it's when you do, it feels like you haven't peed in a year.
Yeah.
Best part about this is that's the whole setup for everything, but they didn't dwell on it. I got to give Seth MacFarlane credit. They didn't do a million fucking pee jokes. Because if this was a Family Guy episode, you know how many fucking pee jokes we'd have had in the first 10 minutes.
Well, we had a few with and they all came from Gordon, which I really like. That he's like,
well, yeah, I love that Seth MacFarlane. We're done here.
Yeah. Like they're just letting him be the funny one.
Well, it's not just him, but yeah, I get what you're saying there in that sense. Yeah, as far as the one pushing it too far and having fun with the whole pee joke. But let's recap the episode just a tad, and then we'll get into how we feel about it. Because obviously we already loved it, but
yeah. So it opens in the bar. No, come on, 10 forward. It opens at 10 forward.
Yeah.
And we see a record player. It's playing as time goes by. Ed is drowning his sorrows because he's trying to get over him and Kelly being broken up, and it kind of goes from there. So,
well, we find out Bortus has to
go home to Mockless
so he can pee, like that weird kid who had to always go home to go to the bathroom during lunch in school. No, I'm just kidding.
It is my time.
So so this sets off a whole chain of events. They pick up a new was it Black Matter?
A Black Matter specialist, yes. Janelle.
Who's obviously a new love interest, kind of.
Let me take a look. Orville.
As you're doing that, I'll continue with what the show's about then. So yeah, this sets off a chain of events where everybody is expected to have a date to Bortus's special day because it's seen as I don't know if it's bad luck or whatever if you don't have a date.
Yeah.
And so everybody's scrambling to get a date. And they also had a couple of sub stories to go with that, of course. One was Scott Grimes' character who wants to ask this new girl to the party. And you have the other side story with the doctor and her son getting in trouble at school and getting caught with vodka and the parent-teacher conference and all that stuff. So let's kind of just dive right in. What were you looking for, Rob, though, before we do?
The Black Matter specialist. I can't find it. Well, let me see this if it's on IMDb.
It should be on there.
Yeah, Orville. Dun, 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 dun. Yes. Oh, God. You could have made this a little easier. Jaloja. Okay, here we go. But anyway, so keep going on about this. So yeah, so it's I think it's great. Like I said, that they didn't beat it to death. That was great.
Well, and normally I'm
they
not
brought
one
it
who
up,
likes a
mentioned
lot
it.
of. Oh, I was just gonna say I'm not one who normally likes a lot of side stories, but these all fit, kind of. So,
Yeah.
and I had a lot of belly laughs throughout the episode.
It was good. It was good. I can't find her. What the heck is going on? My full cast and crew. Actually, introduced two new characters. Actually, a couple new characters. Actually,
Well, did you know who the
It-
bartender was?
Yeah,
it was
Jason
Jason
Alexander.
Alexander.
I
Yeah.
can tell that right away.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't bring that up right away, Rob.
Yeah.
Let's see here. We saw Yaphet, but we didn't hear him.
Hey, it's going on here. Hey, how come I haven't gotten a bigger part in this thing? Hey. So.
And not only that, is this episode actually take place after the episode that's going to be on Thursday, supposedly, or something like that? Somebody was saying. I think it was Captain April.
Yeah, this actually it's going to be a new episode Thursday. It's not listing her in the
that or you're
in
just
the
not
credits.
finding her, yeah.
Nicole Barnes, Lieutenant Gomez, uncredited. Melvin Diggs, Shuttle Bay Lieutenant. Francesca Catalano. Alicia Lee Willis, woman. Luke Clark. Kristen O'Meara, Jody Duncan. Actually, we saw Topa. Topa has actually grown up quite a bit.
Yeah, their kid really grew 3 or 4 years.
They obviously have a different aging cycle, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or Mockelin's age they grow faster.
Well, think of it this way: it'd be boring to have a
Chad
baby
has
on
helped
the
us.
show.
Michaela McManus is her name.
Okay.
Michaela.
Where's the Michaela? Yeah, Michaela McManus. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much. Yeah. And hopefully she'll be a recurring character because you hate to have her get sucked down like a black hole or whatever. So, but yeah.
So basically, the story kind of plays out, and also at the same time, there's another side story, which I think will play into this episode we see Thursday, and that's why I brought it up, where Seth MacFarlane's character is still trying to get over his ex-wife, and he's spying on her because she's seeing a new man and all this other kind of stuff. So Rob, continue. I'm horrible at these synopsises.
Yeah, so like you said, Seth MacFarlane, he's trying to get over this is a big thing with Kelly. She's dating someone new, a teacher in the school, and actually we do see some of the Penny Johnson Gerald. Actually, Penny Johnson Gerald was in this episode quite a bit. Her son is starting to get into trouble, and there's and the plot lines kind of converge, don't they?
Very well indeed, and the whole Isaac thing, I kind of like that with the surrogate father kind of role.
Yeah, it was a nice callback.
It was good because I seen him coming into play in the parent teacher conference, but I didn't expect it to go the way it did. So I like that. They subverted my expectations in a good way.
You see, that's how you subvert expectations. Yeah. And it was great. Isaac, could he be ill in some fashion?
Yeah. My suggestion is to give him great quantities of alcohol until he no longer wants it anymore. Are you suggesting I force it down his throat? No, that's murder. Oh, wow.
Actually, Isaac's not that. I mean, he's not that horrible a parent because some parents will do that. He goes, "You want to drink? Go ahead."
Well, especially with smoking and stuff. Yeah.
Go ahead. And then someone will drink until he says you're gonna drink the whole. You're gonna sit here and you're gonna drink the whole bottle. And it teaches, and the whole aversion therapy. You keep drinking
to a point. I can see where he's coming from, but obviously, like she said, that's very dangerous, and you could poison him and kill him.
Yeah, alcohol poisoning. Yeah, but but like I said, but there is a certain logic to like I said, there's a logic to Isaac's thinking. So
clearly he's going off like Leave It to Beaver.
Yeah, and that thing kind of goes more with like a Penn Farm Girl just brought it up. It's a little bit easier to do that kind of a punishment with, like, say, a pack of cigarettes or a couple cigars, because a kid's generally going to get sick before anything worse happens, like literally physically sick, and then that's when you go, there you go, you learn your lesson now, haven't you? And that's, I don't condone it as a parent. I'm just saying that's kind of where he's coming from on that. logic. Yeah.
I just want to see the kid just like, I love you. I really, really do. You're the best mom ever.
Maybe he's not consuming enough quantities. Yeah.
Yeah. Who knew Isaac was actually Bender? So
Not really though. That's the best part. Is I love Isaac too. I said that last year. He was one of my characters I thought I wasn't going to like up front, and ended up liking a hell of a lot more than I thought I would, because I thought it was going to be a one-note joke. Yeah. Through the whole thing, I thought it was going to be a lot of data, only just dry.
Yeah. Oh, we got to see a lot of Jay Lee as John Lamar. He was coaching.
He's a ladies man.
Yeah, he was coaching.
I love his little bit. I was dating a girl with two heads at the same time, and the best part was neither one of them knew it. But one of them was into hiking and stuff. I just had that was a deal breaker for me.
How did they not know? Did he knock out the other one? I mean,
I suppose the one's in control, the other one's like out. I'm sure it's like one of those kind of things. Yeah,
suspension of disbelief. But anyway, like I said, the storylines converge, and it converges nicely on Moklas in the ceremony, and they didn't really play the ceremony for laughs. They made it a very kind of dignified thing. Which
I was surprised.
Great. I love that.
I was especially considering they're in front of a canyon, and they already made the wind joke earlier. I was waiting for something, and yeah, you're right. I was like, okay, they're gonna go for the cheap joke here. No, because I figured it would either be he takes an excessively huge, long, large piss, or it's like a real simple, quick piss.
And they showed it,
and they didn't even show us. So
they show it, and he's standing at the edge of the cliff. He says these words, and the cleansing, and he puts his arms up, and then they showed this nice long shot phrasing, and they cut away, and then it's like, oh, okay, there you go.
I think it's because we expect.
Yeah, we expect,
and that's why I said this whole episode is a lot of
expectations again.
Yeah, a lot of subversion in this episode in a good way, definitely.
Yeah,
At the end, yeah, even better. Here's the more subversion, because they turn around and they have the new girl with Scott Grimes' character. He turns around, nope, I'm not doing it. He's like, I'm done. It's like, and then of course they set it up for Seth MacFarlane to be the love interest there, which I kind of seen came, but I like how they played it out. It was cute and funny.
Yeah, who hasn't been there before? You build yourself up and then you lose your nerve. Really, I mean, who hasn't been there?
There was a lot of laughs in this episode, though. It wasn't one of the better episodes story-wise, but this was the simple kind of character stories that's missing in Star Trek Discovery that we always got with Next Gen and stuff like that.
We want to know who these people are. And
this was a very
and I think we got a lot of time with each character in this episode, and like you guys were saying, the respect and dignity they treated, the peeing off the cliff scene, well,
it was obviously like a payback or throwback, whatever you want to call it, to like one of the Klingon rituals, I'm sure, from back in TNG.
Oh yeah.
Or something like that. And they played with it in a really uniquely funny way. Sorry, I didn't mean to disrupt you there.
No, and that is what I would expect people from the future to do, who are out there exploring different civilizations, and they've seen a lot of different things. They've seen different species, different aliens, and they're curious, and they've kind of evolved beyond, okay, that's gross, that's toilet humor. You can still have a laugh at it, but you're not going to be like super uncomfortable. You're just going to, it's like a natural, normal thing to experience, oh, your culture does this. Well, this culture does that thing over there. That's also kind of weird, but cool and interesting. So yeah, I love that. I love how they treated it.
T.M. Martin says this is also a holdover episode, and you can tell that could be because what's her face is in it, because isn't she supposed to be out of this next season?
Yeah, Alara.
Yeah. Well, yes. Not this week, but next week is the episode called Home, where they go to Celea. But I did catch a little bit of egotastic fun time. So, but
and that's Thursday night, so we'll be sure to check that out too. But
yes,
no, this is a great show. I mean, I guess we'll have to wait to see when they actually get into the second season shows, if that's really the case, if this is another holdover. But again, you can't go wrong with Orville. I mean, and I have to say, Seth MacFarlane has matured with the show in comparison to a lot of his other stuff that he's done in the past.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can tell that like they're really dialing it back. Like I said earlier, you have just Scott Grimes' character, just Gordon being the one saying the P joke over and over again, and they know when to stop that.
He really only gets 3 or 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't get that many.
Yeah, and it's not everybody on the show too. I mean, you have Bortus, who's funny in a different reason because he's like a fish out of water alien, and of course you have Isaac, who's funny because he's also, very like, this is very new to me. I'm an alien. I'm a robot. So yeah, the fact that we get all these different types of humor and each one is specific to that character, it's not so overwhelming. It doesn't like slam it down your throat that this is a comedy, this is a parody. There's actual some serious, good, decent moments in this.
Well, now we have some confliction on whether or not it's a holdover episode, but still.
Yeah, Catherine April says there may be an FCC rule about rule or 3 regarding actually showing urination.
Are you kidding? I've seen it on tons of cartoons and stuff, but yeah, it is network television, but still. How many? I'm sure they've had to have tons of urination jokes on Family Guy over the years, where they've actually showed urination. I know they have on South Park, but again, that's not network.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know they have like puking on Family Guy all the time, and
yeah. Oh, puking's okay, but as long as you don't show pee-pee. So, it's one of those weird rules. But there's so anyway, like I said, this is very much a classic TNG episode.
In a lot of ways, yeah.
Yeah. There's absolutely no quote unquote action, but there's all this character interplay between each other, between everybody. And like I said, it's one of those episodes that you probably will remember more. It feels like filler, but it gives you a lot of good background on all the characters. It really does.
Just to show you how good a show this is, and I think Gary said something similar last night. I went to watch like the last couple episodes in preparation, and I'm like, you know what? I want to watch this from the beginning. So I'm really going to end up probably going back and watch the whole first season again, just because it was that enjoyable of a show. And you don't have that a lot lately to where I'm like, I want to go back and watch it, because you used to want to rewatch shows all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But television's got so shitty.
Yeah. Oh, I remember I used to watch like Battlestar Galactica, Stargate SG-1, Stargate Atlantis. I used to watch those all the time. I don't want to rewatch Discovery. I don't want to rewatch half of the new stuff that's out. I want to rewatch the Orville because it's so good. And there was another thing I noticed about this show, especially this episode. There's people all throughout the comments tonight, and even on my stream earlier, we're just quoting lines from this episode. Like Claire saying, "Am I a bad parent?" Isaac says, yes. There's all these quotable lines in this. And that this kind of is one of my rules of, is something good or not? Good shows and good movies are quotable. Bad shows and bad movies quote other things. And there's exceptions to the rule here and there. Like Stargate had a running thing of quoting Wizard of Oz, but that was the one thing they quoted as a joke. But
even Zena brought up, I can't love a woman unless he's a woman can't love a man unless he's part dope.
Yeah.
So many good lines.
Yeah.
We didn't even bring up the teacher. He was a good character. Normally these characters are assholes, or they're, whatever, and it's not going to last. But this is one you could almost see lasting between the two.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Especially, it's so sweet at telling the guy, well, here's how you win her. Basically the whole Casablanca theme.
That's going to come back later, too.
Oh, and he had to let her go. And oh my God, it was so sweet.
Eventually, she's going to find out that he told her that. He told him to do that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
Kelly's not going to let that go.
And as time goes by, it's repeated throughout the episode. As time goes by, it shows everybody changing as time goes by. That's what it's kind of the words of the song, the fundamental things apply as time goes by.
I thought it was young at heart.
No, the fundamental. You must remember.
A kiss is still a kiss.
As time goes by.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, you must remember this.
Oh, that's the same song. Okay, I thought it was a different song.
Mm-hmm.
My bad.
A sigh is just a sigh. Kind of the lovers.
As time goes by. That's the name of the
fundamental things. Yes. Yeah, Moonlight and Love. Moonlight and love songs, never out of date. Hearts full of passion, jealousy and hate. Woman needs a man must have his mate. That no one can deny. It's the same old story. A fight for love and glory. A case of do or die as time goes by. You know. So I mean, it's
Well, that's
like
why
I
they used
said,
it in Casablanca, and that's why the whole recurring theme because of Ed and Kelly. And I love such good touches. They don't do nice nods like this. What do they do in Discovery? They use that Alice in Wonderland stupid shit that doesn't even apply because the mirror universe isn't the universe in the fucking mirror.
And the last line, the world will always welcome lovers as time goes by. Really, I mean, it's like, you know, new love, and, you know, I don't want to say old love ending, but old love being, you know, taking a backseat, and Ed finding Janelle, new love beginning. To a nice kind of bookend to the relationship.
Maybe, unless she's unless she's a Krill spy. But
well, there was a lot of love in this episode. This felt like it should have been like a Valentine's Day episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You know,
parents more ship in this episode alone than there was ever in Star Trek Next Generation.
Yeah.
Oh, Joshua Nystrand says it's been leaked. Hold on, let me see if there's any.
Really?
I want to find something before we say anything. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't know. Want to believe you, Joshua?
Well, no. Fans. It's fans. Think, or Google sure thinks so. No. Fans are convinced. It's fans are from the Enemy, which is the New Music Express. It's a music entertainment magazine, kind of like Rolling Stone in the UK. Marvel fans are convinced Hugh Jackman's Wolverine will appear in Endgame. No, because it's too late for that. If they film a cameo, there's really no reason for him to appear other than just for a gratuitous cameo.
Yeah, unless he's playing somebody completely different, I just don't see it happening. They are not going to confuse the audience like that when they're going to want to reboot the MCU or the X-Men in the MCU.
Excellent. Yeah. So anyway, before we get too sidetracked, let's get back to the Orville. Yeah, Yaphet requires too much CGI. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Well, did they get a budget increase this season? Because it kind of seems like it. Did you see all the ship porn shots? Like all of the, just the ship flybys and the yeah, they spent time on that, and it probably wasn't cheap. I mean, those might be shots that they're going to reuse for the whole season, though. Well,
they do a lot of They do a lot of flybys with with models with the Star Wars camera. Yeah, but those take a long time.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Billy Barnett, he says the Fox Wolverine is dead. How would it be confusing? That's why it would be confusing. Because he's dead. He's done. The X-Men in the Fox universe is done for. Why would you bring Hugh Jackman in to play Wolverine in the MCU when it would just confuse people down the road when they reboot it? Yeah, it makes no sense.
I imagine how many people, I have a theory, and it's not impossible. Yeah, that's that's all fan theory. So it's not, I have a theory that Galactus is actually Reed Richards' mother. It's not impossible. And then they start forming. The only film fan theory that made any sense was how many calories were in the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, because that was based on math.
Well, that's not really a fan theory, though.
No, that's not really a fan theory. Now, like I said, that was based on actual math. So that was like a best guess. That was an estimate based on facts and figures.
Yeah, if you had 100 pounds of solid marshmallow.
yeah. The factory, does he have a skeleton?
You would have to.
Yeah, but it doesn't show up when he gets blowed up.
Yeah, there's no skin. There's no marshmallow skeleton. So anyway,
unless it was made out of marshmallow.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
So anyway, what were we talking about? The Orville. Yes, the Orville.
The Orville.
The Orvilles. Orville and Wilbur Wright.
Star Trek is dead. Long live the Orville.
T.M. Martin says, anybody else think there were too many commercials? Actually, the show was 48 minutes long.
They cut out
a few less commercials than normal.
They cut out 2 commercial breaks, really, if you think about it.
At least 2 or 3 minutes worth, yeah.
Yeah, it's presented with limited commercial interruption. If you actually go back and watch the old Star Trek, those were 50 minutes.
Well, yeah,
what
because
they do is they'll put like more commercials in a block, but they'll just give you fewer interruptions.
well, I think no, I think that the average show now is 42 to 44 minutes.
Yeah,
About 40, roughly 44.
So that is an extra like 5 minutes almost.
Tia Martin, it seemed like more TV ads. Well,
Richard Poole said too many commercial breaks, but they were shorter. I don't know. I only
shorter.
recall like 3 breaks.
So yeah, it's like three commercial breaks, but they were
The beginning was extra long. Like the beginning was like over 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Before the credits.
The question is, does the new navigator talking to the captain seem ominous? No, not really. She's not a navigator. She's a black matter specialist. But she wanted to familiarize herself with the navigation.
It is funny though, like that, and then Mecca said the same thing earlier about her being a secret agent.
She might be, because she's played by the same actress as the actress that played the Krill teacher.
Oh,
so
are they gonna pull an STD?
But they
good catch.
But here's the thing. They might put her in just like as a red herring, knowing that there was that plot in STD, and they might just go the Star Trek route like they did with Jeffrey Combs, where he came back and played 1,000 different characters.
Well, a lot of different people did, but yeah, Jeff, especially
I am Van Gelder.
Yeah.
No drugs. No drugs. Wait. I might be screeching too much. Oh boy. Yeah. So you haven't heard me screech, believe me. So,
oh Lord.
Yeah. But anyway,
I liked it. I'm glad Orville's back.
Oh, yeah, it was good. I mean, it wasn't the best episode. There were too many. Maybe if I had to nitpick, there was a few too many little things going on, like, the different subplots. Even though I guess all of the relationship things were
busy, but they didn't get out of hand.
No, it was still enjoyable. Like, this is just me trying to nitpick something.
If you dropped this kind of a scenario, say, into the STD writer's lap, they'd freak out.
Oh, they would never be able to intertwine anything like that. That's too complex. They can't
Somebody would end up with a... Yeah, they would break somebody's neck at some point.
To just, like, how many times or how many different ways do we have to try and figure out and explain how they took Ash Tyler's face and put Vox's brain in it? It's like they did it in the most complicated way possible. Like, they regrew him, and then they tore up the other guy, and they put the other guy inside the other guy after they regrew him.
Is that what they did? I don't get it.
Yeah,
still.
yeah. I can't. I don't even know still.
Taking his face off. Like, I want to take his face off.
They could have just done that. It would have been easier.
How hard is it just to take his face off?
Well, it's got to do bone structure.
I know. I'm just fucking. I'm trying to do my worst Nicolas Cage ever.
Do you think that they were in there with the Bondo and like the cheese grater file with Ash Thompson? They're like repairing like a fender on a Buick. So to catch a game last night, and they got the guy on the table.
Oh my God, my face is on the other guy. Oh my God. It's just, I don't understand why they thought this was a good idea.
It wasn't. It wasn't
coming from a mile away, just like every single thing else on Star Trek Discovery. It was like,
remember what I said, that TV executives, they want you to figure it out so that the audience feels smart.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's it. I think they genuinely thought they were being fucking clever.
Yeah.
Just like with Lorca's whole fucking convoluted plan.
Lorca's entire plan comes down to the one guy guarding the agony booth being dumb enough to let him out. Well,
not just that, you got like the whole fucking thing with Mikey Spock, and she thinks she's gonna go along with you. That was the other thing that his plan predicated on. And not only that, going to an entire different fucking dimension I don't even get me started on how stupid it is.
Like I said, it's the worst. It's the worst elements. It's the Dark Knight, and it's Skyfall, and it's
Yeah, you brought up the Skyfall, which I haven't seen, but people always bring that up in comparison to Dark Knight too. And well, not just that, we said it's the same fucking plot as Into Darkness.
Into Darkness. You get yourself deliberately, and Into Darkness, you get yourself deliberately captured. Yeah, well, like I said, at least
convoluted as fuck.
Yeah. At least we have the Orville,
which isn't convoluted as fuck.
No.
Star Trek is dead. Long live the Orville.
Yes,
this is Star Trek Orville now.
It is.
Yes.
Star Trek. It's
Star Trek. Star Trek Orville. It's actually there's a screen grab somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. I'll see if I can find it.
Why do we torture ourselves, Black Phoenix, watching Star Trek Discovery? Because Andre makes us.
Yeah,
I like being right. I like studying it so I know what's wrong with it.
Well, at this point, it is. It's basically, let's face it, it's a job. We have to.
It's not just a job; it's an adventure.
Fuck that. The Orville is an adventure that I enjoy. We're doing this because we enjoy the show.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, anyway, there was a
last either, but now we will.
I don't know if someone put it on Facebook, but there was a screen grab. Someone in Star Trek Online named their ship the USS Orville.
Well, yeah, it is Star Trek with P jokes, but guess what? You could see most of these jokes fitting in to a standard Star Trek show for the most part. For the most part. So at least it's within the realm to where there's so much shit going on in Star Trek Discovery that I thought I'd never see in Star Trek. And it's just not Star Trek, no matter how you want to cut it.
No.
Oh yeah. So this is. Let me check this. Hold on. Check this out. I just found this one. Hold on. Let me see. Oh well. Okay, that's not there. It's some. There we go. Check out what some fans did here. Check that out. Screen share?
Oh, you did, but then you popped it off.
Yeah, you clicked off.
Oh, damn it. Well, because.
Oh, I could tell it was the original captains or whatever in Orville uniforms, was it?
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Nice.
That's what we like. Yeah. Yeah.
It fits.
It fits, yeah. Yep. Like I said, fitting. It's so fitting. Yeah. So anyway,
Captain Mercer, Starfleet sent me to talk to you about your conduct.
Really, I don't know what more to say. And, there's like I said, there's gonna be critics about, it's Seth MacFarlane. It's okay to have a diverse cast on the Orville, just as long as the cast is played by a white guy. Fuck you. That's what I got to respond to the way I respond to that.
They have a fairly diverse cast. Show.
Hey, it's Seth's show. He gets to be the captain. That's all there is to it. Remember the kid whose ever house you were playing over? He got to play the captain, or he got to play Han Solo, or whatever.
Well, usually it was the coolest kid on the playground or whatever. Yeah. But no, he just finally verified recently here that he did pitch a show to Star Trek. I got it to the people over at CBS Paramount, so I got to assume that it was probably close to the show. And I think they got to be kicking themselves in the ass right now. I really do. That they didn't go with this instead.
No, they're just gonna blame us. Like, oh no, you guys are just too juvenile. You're not progressive at all because you like Seth MacFarlane's Star Trek and it has pee jokes.
I was gonna say there would be some pushback, but you know what? I think it would have won over a lot of fans. Of course, it probably wouldn't have nearly been as crass.
No,
and a lot of that's on purpose, so it can seem is parodic a word? So it can seem like it's parody or satire. I think that's the word I'm looking for. But in this case, I do think that it would have been fairly close. I think it would have been a ship with a captain who's a reluctant captain, and the ship full of what would normally would be misfits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what he did pitch. Like here's like the not the flagship. This is the guy who barely squeezed his way into the captain's seat, and and he had to with connections, and here's why. And yeah, I could totally see
Well, his
that
ex-wife got him the job. Yeah.
Yeah, his ex-wife got him the job, and it's absolutely the type of thing that you could see as a Star Trek show that would be interesting, because if you think about it, we already had the reboot of Star Trek, TOS, with here's the Enterprise doing more of the same, only it's the new ship now. And then we had, okay, how about a space station? And then how about a ship on the other side of the galaxy? And how about we go back in time? So that's really the only thing they had left to do was like, okay, what about a B ship? Or, what about, the Misfit ship, or the crew that we never would see?
The guys you don't want to call.
Yeah.
Who's the closest ship? The Orville. The next one.
Yeah.
Still the Orville.
The Enterprise. Oh, okay. We'll go with that. And you can even have it take place at the sea. Well, that's the thing. Of course, it wouldn't be the same characters. But of course, Bortus probably would have been a Klingon and so on. So, I mean, it's a lost opportunity, but at least we got the Orville, I guess.
Yes. Well, it's like you said, but isn't this what Alex Kurtzman is going to try to do this with Star Trek Lower Decks? He's trying to. Oh well, okay. That Orville thing. That's
big catalyst. Yeah.
Yeah. That's really popular. What if we have a ship that nobody wants to serve on and have everybody be a screw up? Isn't that what the Orville is? And let's get the Rick and Morty guy to do it. That's really popular. So.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
Beavis and Butthead on the Discovery crew. They'd be hitting on Lisa Left Eye all the time.
Wagyu, I've officially made the Orville a canon Trek show over 6 months. Yeah. There's nothing separating it now. There really isn't. There's nothing separating it from Star Trek now. No.
Hey, baby, I like redheads, especially one-eyed ones.
Hidden Wiki, Star Trek. Yeah, Star Trek Lower Decks, can't wait, frowning, indifferent face. Yeah, nobody.
I don't care about Lower Decks. I don't care about Star Trek Upper Deckers. I don't care about Lower Deckers. No.
Don't care about the Loge section.
No, it's gonna be bad. Like you can't. I understand
Star
that Rick and
Trek
Morty
Home Depot.
No, I
Nobody
understand
comes to
Rick
our
and Morty has
store
its fans,
anymore.
I don't think they're gonna be a good fit for Star Trek, though. Oh my god.
Yeah. So anyway, Orville rules, as we all know.
Lower Decks is gonna be too late now. Orville beat it to the punch.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing they're plagiarizing from other people.
Well, that's all Alex Kurtzman does. He takes better ideas.
You tell us that any other inspiration for that show other than the Orville, please. And like Rob said, that's exactly how that fucking meeting went. Oh, the kids like the Orville. Well, let's give them a show like the Orville. And not only that, well, who's the most popular? Let's make it animated. Who's the most popular show right now? Oh, the Rick and Morty. The kids love the Rick and Morty. Get that guy. Whoever does that. Dan Harmon? No, the other guy. Someone cheaper.
Someone cheaper, yeah. Morty, Lower Decks is going to be awful, Morty. It's a catastrophe, Morty. It's a catastrophe.
Oh, my God.
Oh, jeez, Rick. Oh, I don't feel so good. Wait. I'm doing an annoying voice. Oh, no. Oh, boy. I better cut that out. We have to be serious. Hidden Wiki, thank you for the Happy New Year. That's tomorrow, but anyway.
Well, it is New Year's Eve in some of the places where people are probably listening to us.
Yeah, in 5 minutes it's gonna be New Year's Eve where I am. Oh, fuck! Another year gone. Shit.
So this is Christmas.
Zing zigga zigga zing zigga zigga zing.
I'll have it on.
Zing zigga zigga zing zigga zigga zing zigga zigga zing.
Watched a bunch of Star Trek.
Zing zigga zigga zing zigga zigga zing zigga zigga zing.
Spider-Cuss and Solo.
Zing zigga zigga zing zigga zigga zing zigga zigga zing.
So this is Star Trek.
Zing, zigga, zigga, zing, zigga, zigga, zing, zigga, zigga, zing.
CBS, what have you done?
Zing, zigga, zigga, zing, zigga, zigga, zing, zigga, zigga, zing.
Now it's all over.
Zing, zigga, zigga, zing, zigga, zigga, zing, zigga, zigga,
Now
zing.
the Orville has begun.
Zing, zigga, zigga,
Yay,
zing,
we're
zigga,
both.
zigga, zing. And so happy, Orville.
So happy Orville.
We hope you have fun.
You gotta have Yoko's nasty ass vocal all over that shit.
From creator Seth MacFarlane. The Orville's just
Number
begun.
one. But I had to go number one.
Yeah. Hidden Wiki Rob, what did you do with your life? I'm not even sure. It was all downhill after FU.
And that was old he made up.
After Fairmont University, it was all downhill. Yeah, started working at the gas place. It's just like, Oh, Captain April said 904 subscribers. Well, we're gonna drag it across the finish line there, Captain April. Oh boy. Captain Rob is awesome. Subscribe. Yeah. Thank you for the kind words,
That's
Roger.
the first hurdle, though, Captain April. Don't hope to actually, make money. Or
Yeah.
It's a step in the right direction.
But yeah. God, relying on ad revenue. No, that's not. That's
Oh
not.
no!
You might be able to get the large onion rings. That's after a month.
Well, they do give free sauce for them usually. So
that's why I still got to keep pouring out Rob.
Yeah, he's
putting me in that all night. You want a date? Rob's
he puts me in that tight dress, and those high heels.
He's clean. Come get him.
Does he love you long time?
Top dollar.
Yeah, $5, Soldier Boy, $5. Hey, Richie Poole. Hey, maybe Ed should start referring to Bortus as his number one from now on. No, actually, Kelly's the number one. Kelly's number one, actually.
Mm-hmm.
The XO.
I'm glad they didn't go overboard. I can't stress that enough because I was waiting, even though it did make me laugh, like the initial approach of the whole thing. It's like, oh God, that is hilarious. That is just fucking hilarious. Mm-hmm. They only piss once a year. Not only that, they have to go to the home planet to do it. Like people brought up Ponfar, which it is a lot like Ponfar, but it just reminded me of like the forced ceremony they do for Worf in that one episode when he's acting like a dick. Stuff like that, because it just kind of reminded me of that and shit. And it's just, it's just like, okay, so they're gonna play this whole thing. We're gonna get 100 fucking piss jokes. We didn't, and I was glad. And the ones that we did get were good. So they went with the ones that were golden.
Oh, golden. Man. Well,
they didn't shower us with too many jokes.
Oh, I was waiting for that. You set them up and you knock them down.
Yeah, they definitely. Yeah, well, they definitely put the seat down on that one. It's for later. No, that's not very good.
That wasn't funny except for the Mecca. So she's actually laughing on that. That's probably funnier than you.
Well,
those jokes really, yeah, and the jokes they did make really did make a splash.
That's a number 2.
But it says Zenith Turs, boo. Yeah, boo. We can't play. Hey, we're not being serious enough.
Bortus isn't that famous for going number 1. He's had a lot of great moments in the first season too.
He's the ultimate straight man.
Well, not just that. I mean, that whole episode about his kid, and so
I love the moment where he comes into Ed's office. What is that creature on your desk? Oh, that's Kermit the Frog. I do not recognize the species. That dude's just like, oh, he's it's an amphibian from Earth. He's a great leader of his people. He keeps his head in a crisis. What do you want? He's like, what do you? He has to explain Kermit the Frog to him. Great inspiration to his people.
These jokes are pissing me off, says Black Phoenix. So we need to move on from the jokes.
Yes.
Get 100 pissing jokes.
Hey, we don't want to be accused of yellow journalism.
Oh, shit. Oh, Lord.
Just want to give you that warm feeling that you get.
Yeah.
You want to get your depends in a bunch.
Yeah. So anyway, what else we got to say about this?
I don't know. What else was there? It was well paced. I like the new additions.
Yep.
I like that the boyfriend isn't an asshole. That's such a cliche.
Yeah,
Or overly pretty. That's the other one.
Oh, yes.
He was a little pretty.
He was a little, but he was still within like
kind of
he's
normal
the type of
guy.
you could see Seth MacFarlane's character hanging out with, and I think that was the point.
Yeah.
And I think down the road, is if this relationship continues, what's going to rub Kelly the wrong way is how well those two get along.
Didn't make him like chief of security or something. It didn't make him like the cliche, the expert that comes in,
jockey asshole,
yeah. So they they like so they made him a teacher, very kind of I don't want to say nurturing profession, but kind of I'm sort of like a regular kind of Joe job.
Yeah.
But he's not so non-threatening that he's he's not going to get any respect from Seth MacFarlane.
Holds his tea with two hands.
Yeah, that's the only thing he could come up with, though.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Two Hand Tea, whatever it was. Yeah, holds his tea with two hands. That's great. Yeah. Hey, I started drinking Earl Grey tea actually because of Patrick Stewart. I'm like, well, it's got to be good for you. So he's held up pretty well
because of me.
Yes, because of you, Old Man Picard. I started drinking.
I'm so touched, just like I'd like to touch somebody else here.
Yes.
Is it Rob?
No.
Do you want to touch Rob?
Maybe
it's Counselor Troy.
It's Counselor Roy.
Oh,
that's a girl's name where I come from.
Yes, it is.
That's all there is to it.
Yes, Austin Ben, is it tea Earl Grey hot? Yes, it is. I make sure I put it in the water in the microwave, heat it up, and put the bag in. And
I was tempted to do a little.
Yes, do it.
Do a little old Picard earlier with Andre to see what he thought. But I'm sure he's heard us do it.
Yeah. Oh.
He's heard enough.
He has, yeah.
Am I in trouble?
No, you're no. He says he's not entirely. He said he's not entirely against the porn podcast.
That was the other side, but yeah, I got the impression that he's like basically said no more 10-minute bullshit. No more bullshittery for the first 10 minutes of the show.
Yeah.
Get to the news.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I can see that.
But anyway,
save the bullshittery for a different show on Saturday nights or something. We'll see.
Yeah. So, like I said, anyway,
wow, this was just a great episode. I'm glad I got to see it. I'm glad we have the Orville. It's Sanctuary from STD. I'm glad we have 89 viewers checking us out right now. So thank you so much.
Yes. So what else is there to say? I don't know. Where can we go? It's midnight. It's officially midnight in my part of the world. It is officially New Year's Eve. I have 24 hours to read 10 books and to lose 20 pounds. So what else I got to say? I'm trying to
yeah, good luck with that. Do you have the time stone by any chance?
No, I don't.
Oh, well, it might be a little difficult then.
Yeah, might be.
I mean, you can do it. Totally. Yay.
Yeah. I'll kill myself doing it and make my brain explode, but yeah. So anyway, let's
you could read 3 books at once.
Yeah.
At least.
Like Rodney Dangerfield. Like back to school.
Read one physically, read one. Then you have like one playing on like a book, the audio book playing on like your home theater or whatever, your sound system. And on your computer or tablet on YouTube, you can have one going. You can have 3 going at once. There you go. That's 3 books you can knock off at the same time.
Yeah. Okay. So what else we got to cover with this episode?
Yes, Tom is a Chris Rock fan. Billy Barnett.
Yeah.
I like Chris Rock.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What else is there to cover tonight other than the Orville? That's what this was for, really, was the Orville.
Yeah,
keep it kind of short and sweet.
What are the chances of Jason Alexander coming back like Guinan as a reoccurring character?
I think he will be.
Because they have a lot of similarities.
Chances are they probably filmed all his stuff in like 2 days, so he didn't have to keep with the makeup, for like all the episodes and shit if he is in them. which is probably how they film Whoopi scenes too. A lot of
Mhm.
Oh, Trunk Man is probably going to be on Thursday. Trunk Man.
Oh, geez.
Yay!
Trunk Man, who was actually played by Nathan Fillion, I think, isn't it?
I think so, wasn't it? It was somebody.
Dan. Oh, Dan.
Oh.
Dan was good. The big
Dan
potato head
is so
guy.
awesome.
Dan is awesome.
Well, do you think they're gonna like have him as a stalker, or do you think they're gonna be in love, or do you think they're gonna be?
I think he's gonna.
Oh, they're gonna have like a bromance, maybe.
I was gonna say I think he'll end up starting to have feelings for
Malloy.
Malloy's character, or that's Scott Grimes, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, sweet. He's like, sweetness.
Yeah, but like Malloy will just be like, yeah, I'm not into dudes, but I'm not a human. It don't matter. you know, kind of thing.
Well, it's great.
Well, he did fall in love with it. He was dumped by a stalker though, so maybe he's gonna get into it.
They'll go that direction.
I think they might play it for laughs because Malloy be the character you do it with, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Do you think it wouldn't? Would it still be technically gay, even though?
Maybe that would be. Maybe that would be something that they would talk about in there. This is the show that would do it. They would question like, okay, well,
and I'm sure they're pretty open to where Malloy shouldn't be even too, offended by it anyway.
Well, no, because I mean, remember when Captain Mercer was going after Derulio, and people were like, oh, okay, he's just into Derulio, sure, whatever, and it wasn't oh, you don't like men, so it's so much of an issue.
True. That's what I'm saying. They could.
What is it do with you people in labels? Aren't we past that? And they just kept going on and on about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that'd be funny. I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't hate it. Because Gordon, he's the character you can do that with because he's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's already
gay if you're an alien.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's not gay if it's an alien. And would it really matter though, too? I mean,
I know, yeah. I mean, that's where I'm kind of got myself here. It's like, would they even play it that way? Because that's the thing. He really does adhere to a lot of Star Trek's rules, future rules, as far as like, we're above that kind of stuff.
mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be something that would be made a big deal of. Not only that, but interspecies relationships and so on. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's probably a good enough place, though.
Yeah.
You want to wrap her up, Rob?
Yeah.
Got a bow.
Yeah. Hey, if you like us talking, the Orville, you like what we do, you like the show, you like us, why wouldn't you? Click the subscribe button. Yes, click the subscribe button, click the bell icon, hit the like button, share with your friends, hit the main channel, click subscribe, click the like over there, share it, and click the bell icon, share it with all your friends over there. And don't forget to check us out on Patreon. Patreon supporters will get all kinds of bonuses, bloopers, outtakes, lost episodes, early notification of new content, behind the edge making videos, and more. You could support the channel for as little as $1 a month. And if you don't have the means to support us through Patreon, subscribe, share, because we cannot do this without you. Mecca, tell them about yourself and your channel.
I am Mecha Random 42, and I've been talking to Orville and Doctor Who and all these other things. Yeah, I rant a lot. Come subscribe to me. Check me out. I have Twitter. I have Patreon, all that good stuff too.
Yes. There you
go. People keep asking about Patreon. When the alternative presents itself, then
right.
We're looking into that. So that's all we're going to say for now.
The best thing you can do is super chats.
Yes. So anyway,
but
all right,
boy, I'm just so disappointed in all those people who don't like puppies out there.
Yeah, I know.
I said if you like puppies, hit that like button, and nobody's hit that like.
What did puppies have again? Remember, we got a bunch of cat people watching the show.
If you like kids, Rob's gonna kill this kitten if you don't hit like.
Oh, yeah, is that like that like National Lampoon's cover? If you don't buy this magazine, the dog gets it.
Oh shit!
Hey, Danielle Beath 631 says you guys are slipping. I'm like, well, even a genius can have an off day.
Slipping how?
I don't know.
Because we like Orville or what?
I don't know.
What did we do?
I don't know.
What did I
I
do?
licked the like. Yeah. So anyway, check out our friends. Check out Becca Ram's channel. Check out
he loves puppies. They're delicious.
check out Overlord DVD. Check out our good friend Dicker Van Doomcock. Check out Nerdrotic. Check out Clownfish TV. Check out Professor Geek. Check out JP over at Egotastic Fun Time. Check out who else am I thinking of there? SC Reviews. Check out a lot of people. Check out Captain April. We're trying to get him over 1,000 subscribers.
Check out those buns.
Yes, check out those hot cross buns. Hot cross buns. So anyway, check out a lot of people.
Check out DVDs from your library.
Yes, check out DVDs.
Yes.
Check out this. Always get physical media when you can. Yeah, it's because we want to keep that alive. So anyway, Midnight's Edge. I didn't expect Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse reach $103 million in its third week. Yeah,
in its first week.
Okay, everybody. Yeah, check out Ren Rants. Check out Ren. Yeah, Ren's in the shed with Jake. You know, we got to check out.
Well, we're trying to get everybody together to get our Trek logs done.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, scheduling is always difficult. So anyway, everybody. Yeah. Everybody, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. If we don't see you, have a happy new year. No drinking, no driving. Be safe, healthy, and prosperous in the coming year. And final words, Tom?
May your first child be a masculine child.
Becca?
Rutabaga?
You stole mine from last night.
I know, because I wanted
that is a disqualification.
Okay. Persnickety. How about that?
Nope, you're no longer allowed to give one tonight. You're disqualified.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my final word is
persnickety. I think you've used that one before, maybe. But
final word.
I probably have.
Yeah. My final word is Joloja. So
sounds like a coffee.
Yeah, I'll have a Joloja with cream and just one sugar. Oh, okay. Everybody have a good night. Take care of yourselves. As I said, Happy New Year if we don't see you, and we will catch you next time.